Welcome to the PR Maven podcast, a podcast all about growing your network and building your brand through traditional and digital networking techniques. I'm Nancy Marshall, the PR Maven and CEO of Marshall Communications. Stay tuned for this week's episode, and thanks for listening. Welcome, PR Maven Nation, to this week's episode, one of our mini episodes, a quick and informative look at using social engagement to boost your professional success. The podcast is presented by Marshall Communications, creator of the 65-step Marshall Plan process. For more information, visit marshallpr.com. And on the website under PR Maven, you'll find information about my two books, PR Works and Grow Your Audience, Grow Your Brand. This week, I will be sharing my Forbes Agency Council article, Take Advantage of Social Engagement to Boost Your Professional Success. So let's dive right in. Social engagement is the name of the game for business leaders. As we move into the new year, take some time to consider your own social capital and goodwill. The key to branding yourself is the impact you have on others, whether or not they know, like, and trust you. Elevating your social capital and fostering goodwill among others, including clients and customers, takes your entire brand to another level. Ask yourself, am I relevant or am I still relevant? Am I still recognizable in the eyes of others? Because online branding is so important these days, relevance and recognizability come down to searchability, your presence in Google search. When people search for your name or your business, they want to see your expertise. They want to see thought leadership. They want to see content that demonstrates unique know-how, from LinkedIn posts and tweets to news stories and op-ed columns. Create content accordingly and get others to create content about you. The more searchable content you have to your name, the more people will look at you with an added level of respect. You will come across as more credible, legitimate, and ultimately trustworthy. As I often say, trust is the key to success in business. People want to know that you're competent and qualified, but also caring and compassionate. They want to know that you have their best interests at heart. With social capital in mind, you can create goodwill in person and online. Research suggests that face-to-face connections can be more powerful. Meeting people in person causes the release of oxytocin, simulating our desire to be social and to keep coming back for more. I think I have a lot of oxytocin in my brain. Online interactions can still be powerful, though. For example, social media is so addictive because of the dopamine released when we receive a comment, like, or message. That's a double-edged sword for many people, but business leaders can leverage social media to network with others. When you meet someone in person for the first time, connect with them virtually to deepen your connection. That way, if you forget their name and want to reach out, you can use a social media platform like Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn to touch base. Whether it's online or in person, the most important component of social engagement is showing people that you care about them. Don't just talk about yourself. Listening matters a lot. I often think of the famous quote that's often attributed to Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Essentially, it means that every adult has an inner child who really just wants to be recognized and validated. Listen to others. Get to know people, and they may like you. If they like you, they may even trust you, and that's the goal in business. But they can't like you if they don't know you. And they can't trust you if they don't like you first. You stay relevant by staying top of mind, and that means being out there as a social butterfly. That means being a connector, even if it doesn't come naturally to you. Growing and strengthening your network will help you boost your professional success. But first, you have to keep asking yourself that one important question. Am I still relevant? If so, then become more relevant. You can always do better. On a daily basis, I try to push myself to connect with new people and pursue networking opportunities even when they're inconvenient. And if you're not relevant, then get out there and get online. It's time for you to become the best version of your social self. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to get a free PR Maven to-do pad by leaving a review and subscribing to the PR Maven podcast on your favorite podcast player. Then visit prmaven.com/giveaway and submit your information so we can send you a to-do pad in the mail. Now here are Lori Doobie and Tyler Gaudette of Sprague & Curtis Real Estate in Augusta, Maine, to share how my book, Grow Your Audience, Grow Your Brand, has helped them in their business.
Sprague & Curtis is a locally owned real estate company. We're primarily focused in central Maine. I got excited about Nancy's book because she's so well known in the area for her marketing and branding techniques, and we're always looking to expand and learn and grow, and so a lot of us here at the office decided that we wanted to read her book and learn some new techniques.
It benefits Sprague & Curtis to have a large brand and audience because there can often be multiple years between transactions with clients, so it's important to network with them and stay in touch with them in those in-between periods. And this book really helped us learn some techniques and methods to continue to do that. We organized a small book group with Nancy's book with brokers in our office this winter to share information and remind ourselves how important it is to always be working on our network and continually reaching out to our customers.
Platforms like social media are important in expanding your business, but equally as important are handwritten notes, cards, letters. She inspired me to send her a note of appreciation, just thanking her for the book and her insight. In reading Nancy's book, I was excited to look to continue to grow our brand and our audience. I think she does a great job of motivating us.
Nancy's book really helped me learn a few things in marketing and branding and how important it is to stay on top of reaching out to clients periodically, staying top of mind, providing useful information, and really telling our story as a company.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the PR Maven podcast. I invite you to share a review of the podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcast player. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode. You can also join the PR Maven Nation on Facebook. It's free to join, and it's a great community of like-minded individuals who are all looking to learn and grow from one another. If you use an Alexa device, use your Alexa app to search the Skills and Games section to find and enable the PR Maven Podcast Flash Briefing. This will give you access to exclusive content and more PR and marketing advice. Thanks again for listening, and have a great rest of your week, PR Maven Nation.